Hello, lovely listeners. So by now you have probably heard or hopefully heard about Hustle Free Holidays, which is a 30-day pop-up experience where we will spend time together. We will immerse ourselves into trainings and communicating and connecting and coaching and answering thought-provoking questions and sharing and supporting and all the good things. And I just wanted to pop in and whether it's for Hustle Free Holidays or something else, one of the big things I hear from people, as you guys know, is that things take time. And as time hackers, we know things absolutely don't take time because while time passes, time is passive. And what things take is humans. And more specifically, we have the time hacker model, which is what really creates results, what really creates change is what's happening in our brain, the decisions we're making, and how we're responding to fear of failure, fear of rejection, and those side of things. So I thought it'd be really fun to do an episode on what's possible in 30 days, whether you are someone who's joining us for Hustle Free Holiday, exciting, or you are someone who is just thinking about your own goal and what's possible in 30 days. Again, I think the big mistake that I see so many people have is we're so focused on these really long-term future things that we're missing what's possible. I really think change is possible. And my goal for everyone inside Hustle Free is not to have one change over 30 days. It's to have a series of micro changes every single day. So we get that compound effect so that we are able to enter the new year refreshed, energized, connected, committed, joyful, all those things. Because that's what I'm speaking about here. What's possible in 30 days is so much more than our brains will let us know. So I'll give you an example. Oftentimes people will say to me oh, well, in 30 days, I'd love to get 5 hours back a week, right? A lot of the tools that we teach inside Time Hackers, everything is built on this idea that you can get 5 hours back a week. And so people will say, oh yeah, in 30 days, I'd love to get 5 hours back a week. But the truth is you can get 5 hours back a week with one single decision, whether that decision is to cancel a regular meeting that you go to that you don't need to be at, or that decision is to stop doing something with your time, right? It can be one decision that unravels all of it. And I think so often we're overcomplicating it because we're trying to do all the same things and just have it happen in less time. And that is for sure one thing that we expect, right? The longer we do things, the more experience we have doing something, the faster it is to get done. Because we know the process. My husband actually cooked something this week for the first time. And he said to me, it's always 25% longer the first time I'm doing it because I'm double checking the recipe and I'm being really specific with everything and going slower and being so mindful. Whereas once I've made something again and again, it's just much quicker. So I think that can apply. But so the more you do something, the faster it is, absolutely. And also, it doesn't, I can't remember where I was going with it. I got so distracted because he made this really yummy food. And I was just thinking about that recipe that he made. Oh, brains. But all this to say, what we're speaking about here is what's possible in 30 days. And this is something that we're going to be diving into more inside the Hustle Free Holidays pop-up. But I just want to invite you to consider that what you think is going to take you 30 days, what changes when you tell yourself that's possible today. I have another example from coaching actually, where someone is building out a new offer and one of the things they need to build is a sales page, and the brain would allow all of us to take months to build a sales page. And because we were speaking, I said, well, if you get something over to me in the next week, I'll check it, right? So there's motivation incentive to get something over and I'll give my eyes on it. And so it was done. Now, it could have not been done, and it wasn't done perfectly with all the bells and whistles and everything, but it was done. And that's it. How often are we waiting to do something perfectly? So we're delaying and delaying and delaying, knowing that, by the way, even with 30 days, it's not going to be done perfectly, instead of starting. And I just wonder what becomes possible for you when you believe that massive change is possible in 30 days. When you see yourself 30 days from now, what do you want to be different? In fact, I'm going to go even differently and say, when you see yourself 3 months from now, what do you want to be different? What do you want to be the same? And then I want you to pull back and say, and is that possible in 30 days? What would be different if you believed it was possible in 30 days? How would you show up? How would you get supported? Would you join Hustle Free Holidays if you're not already there? What might you be willing to do? What different decisions would you make? What imperfect versus perfect things would you have to put out there or experience? What emotions would you have to experience? Like, I really want you to think about that, because the truth is, what happens in 3 months can happen in 30 days, but so often we're avoiding things and we think that extra time is going to make it possible for us. Now, you guys know me, it's called Hustle Free. The idea is not to cram 3 months of doing things into 30 days. It's actually to focus on doing less, but doing less smarter. It's to focus on leading with connection, not force, not shoulds, not have to, but want to, inspired to. This feels fun and joyful. And when we intentionally create that, we are way more productive and way less tired. And that's what being hustle free is all about. And that's what we're going to create inside the Hustle Free pop-up. 30 days together, 30 life-changing days. This is the most fun, the most crazy, the most ridiculous offer that we have, in terms of its breadth and depth and everything that's included and what you get to experience. So I would love to see you guys there. Let's show your brain what's possible in 30 days, not by burning out, not by being busy, but by creating sustainable practices, by having the loving support and community around you, by having experts who know how to optimize your time in the room with you. That's it from me. The link to Hustle Free Holidays will be in the show notes. I cannot wait to see you there. Bye, everyone.